Hey folks, Mark Rose here. Anybody that knows me knows that I spend a lot of time fishing offshore. I want to talk to you about a couple of my favorite baits that I like doing that, and more importantly, what kind of line I use. So many people ask me all the time, Mark, what size line and what brand do you use for your deep water cranking? You know, I spend most of my time using Seaguar and VizX. I believe it's the most transparent, it's the most clear water line you can use, but more importantly than that, low stretch, and even more importantly, sensitivity. I can tell when I have a mussel on my line down there, if I have a piece of grass on it, twig, anything like that. So I really like the Seaguar and VizX. My most common technique is throwing the Strike King 6XD, which is this bait right here. I throw this on 12-pound Seaguar and VizX the most. But, you know, we've got a new crankbait that's kind of taking the market by storm right now. It's the Strike King 10XD, and people say, what size line are you throwing that bait on? This is a 2-ounce bait, you guys. So make sure you use a really strong fluorocarbon. Go up, you're gonna have to go up a line size or two. You're using a stiff rod. This is a new 10XD rod by Kistler. You're using a stiff rod, and you really need a line that's gonna withstand that backbone, and it's gonna be strong, and more importantly, handle this big 2-ounce lure. So I really am glad that Seaguar has came out with this new 17-pound size. It's the perfect diameter. It's the perfect strength for handling this really big bait. This bait's going to be digging down there in those mussels and things like that, so you want a line that's going to withstand the abrasion resistance. And the 17-pound size is going to be the perfect size for that. You know, I really like throwing the Strike King football jig when I'm down there bouncing it off the bottom. 15-pound is probably my favorite for the football jig. It's the perfect diameter, it's the perfect strength, it's everything that I need to make those long casts. I even like when I'm shallow water cranking, when I move up on the bank, I really like the 15 for when I'm cranking around wood and things like that. So, but I really believe if you'll try the Seaguar and VizX, you'll find that your sensitivity is going to be there for you. The smaller line diameter, there's a lot of people out there that have good fluorocarbon, but it has really big diameter. Seaguar has smaller line diameter. So check out the Seaguar and VizX. Try to crank out there with it. You'll be glad you did.